Alright, so we're gonna go and snatch this one up. Yeah, it's seen better days, like everything I work on. But yeah, let's get her loaded up. So we are going to first clean this thing up a little bit, just so we have a little bit of idea what's going on here. Any critters or anything like that in there, we don't want them in the shop. So yeah, go ahead and do that off camera. I'll bring you back. Bonus. Oh boy. Yeah. Already looking fun. Oh gosh. How long has that been in there? Tell me if any mice jump out. Please. Say, look out, Brock. Ugh. Yep. Glutton for punishment. That's what I am. Not as bad as some of them, right? Okay. Okay. Alright. Let me bring you guys in for the full tour, I guess. Okay, so far what we see, this is broken. That's not a big deal. We get the motor running and we'll just throttle it right here until I get a replacement. We want to see if it even runs or not. It's got the key. That's cool. You know we're gonna have to get into that carburetor. Hopefully there's nobody home in there. How's Taro say it? Fluffy? Oh man. Well, that's always good. That was left. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Might have to use a jerry can. Bypass that for now. Use a jerry can. Well, let's just see if we have spark. Alright. We're looking right about there, of course. That's on. I don't see nothing. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have to take this inner part off and get inside where those points are. Let's put a little lube on there. So there we go. All right. So I have to rotate, see where our window is. Let me get a flashlight. Doesn't look too bad in there. There we go. See it right there? Let me get you in a little bit better. So we are looking right about there. Have to clean those up. So I'm going to try to get you in here. I got my screwdriver here. I'll just separate that just a little bit. Yeah, that was dirty, huh? Okay. I got mouse pee on it. Okay, let's flip that over a little bit. A little easier said than done, huh? Okay, there we go. Get both sides. Alright, let's try to check it out now. I'm going to slowly rotate it in the direction that it says. See, right here? So we're looking inside there and see if we see a spark or not. I don't know if I can get you all the way in here. Okay. I don't see a spark. Let's see if I see a spark up here. Slow. Alright, let me check some more stuff out. Alright, with just a little bit of cleaning, let's see what we got now. Alright. Not too bad. Alright. So let's put it together and see if we got compression next here. Alright, very cool. Okay, let's see how much compression she has. Well, it says 90. That ain't no good. Let's put a little oil in there and see if we can't get that up a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this line here. So we're gonna bypass the fuel tank for now. We don't know what kind of fuel that's in there. And I'm gonna shoot a little something I'm going to pour a little bit of gas down inside that cylinder. I already put the oil down in there. It still says it's 90. I'm going to try to do it with 90 and see if she'll come around. So we put a little bit of two-stroke gas down inside the cylinder here. We're just going to see if it just wants to cough for us real quick. Alright, well, next what we're going to do, I'm going to spray a little bit of brake cleaner down in there. Carb cleaner, whatever you call it. Inside there. Real quick. Let's see if it'll cough that way. Open it up a little bit. Alright. Let's see if she coughs. Maybe she wants a little bit more air. There she goes. Come on, girl. All right. Wow. We got ourselves a little running machine. That's not that bad. Woo! You see how long that thing is? Just a couple squirts. All right, let's move on. All right. So I think what we're going to do next is just go right after that carburetor, and then after that we'll go and address the fuel tank. Yeah, let's get to it. 9/16. These ones are a little bit tricky because they're a little bit hard to get to on the single cylinder one. Get it broke loose and you can start sliding this back as you're breaking it loose, but the initial breaking it loose in that is a pain in the butt. Yeah, it's quite the crappy design, if you ask me. Alright. Just want to show you real quick the nut on the right here. That one is a little bit of a bear to get to. So years ago what I did is I made this wrench and ground it down on both sides and it gets right down in there. Okay. Now disconnect that line down on the bottom of that filter. All right. So first things first, I'm going to take this choke lever off of there. Alright, make it more manageable. Let's see here. Let's take that off there. It doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look like it's been rebuilt recently, but it doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can carefully take this off here and look in there. See if we don't have any gunk in there. So if that's the word, gunk. But yeah, we have to make sure we're very careful when we're doing this, because I don't have a rebuild kit for this right now. Doesn't look too bad actually, considering been sitting supposedly for all that time, right? We don't know exactly how long, because the guy's guess was, I think he said 15 years, something like that. But you just never know. 15 years is a long time, but so is 30. So yeah, I don't see anything. I'm not gonna dig in too much. I kind of peeled it back and looked in there. There's no discoloration or anything like that. I'll go ahead and put that back together. Can't forget this little guy, huh? Make sure it's nice and clean. There we go. When you're putting it on, go on a crisscross pattern. Then once you get snug, do quarter turn on all of these. I think that's go all the way around. Don't try to tighten it too tight, because you end up smushing something. Okay, now, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and clean it up. Yep, not gonna disturb too much. Okay. Okay, let's get to cooking. All right, while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and turn and get these off of there. These hoses. I'm gonna unscrew this. There's a tube that goes down in there that picks up the fuel. Sometimes that tube is corroded and it needs to be replaced. And we're going to be getting that old gas out of there. Yeah, it looks quite green. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. We have our tube nice and connected there, and I blew through both of those holes. Everything's non-obstructed. So yeah, we just gotta drain that gas and we can put this back in. Oh, that's just nasty. All nice and clean. Went ahead and blew all that out too. Go ahead and put that back on there. Also, we cleaned the fuel tank already. Let's get on the machine. Okay, got the carb on there. Now, let's address this issue here real quick. See what we can do about that. Go ahead and take it off. Pull it through. Go ahead and measure that up. See if we can't fix it. Well, pays to be a little bit of a hoarder. I have to shorten that up, but that'll work. Yeah. Save your cables. Never know when you're going to need them. Awesome. So we have our 2-stroke fuel in here. Turn it on. I'm using this jerry can because I don't trust that I don't trust the tank right now. I still have to get some of that fuel, old fuel out of there. But it's getting late, so I do want to just start this. Let it run for a sec. So let's see. Whoa. Okay, hold on. I forgot about that. Little line down there. Well, at least you know we got flow. Right? At least you know we got flow down there now. There we go. Alright. Okay. Got flow. Fire up. Alright. Sounds better already, don't it? Let's give it a little bit more air. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Less choke. So we went ahead and we drained out that old fuel, the rest of it. I put a rod down in there with a rag wrapped around it, and I got all that old sediment and nasty out of there. And I ran some gas through it, blew it all out again, nice and clean. Put some good 2-stroke back in there. Now let's fire this thing up and see what we're working with here. Alright. Key on. I'm holding the brake just in case. Alright. Woo! She's smoky. That means that the oil is mixed correctly, if you ask me. I like to put a little bit more oil in there when I first initially do my revivals on these old ones, because They need all the help they can get. Yeah, very cool, right? Boy, that was a lot of fun. With that being said, remember, it's just nuts and bolts, and God bless. Another one bites the dust.